Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Happy for Hammies, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 foods you cannot feed your hamster. So there are so many foods you can and cannot feed your hamster. There's quite a plethora of foods you can feed your hamster, but there's also copious amounts of foods you can't feed your hamster. Remember, hamsters don't have the same diets as humans and can't eat the same things. They're made to eat things that they would find in the wild. Humans are made to eat other things. In this video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 dangerous things to feed your hamster. Things you should never feed your hamster. Although I will be mentioning some things you can't feed your hamster, this video would be so long if I was mentioning everything you can't feed your hamster. I don't even know if anyone would want to watch it at this point. So remember, just do your research before feeding your hamster anything you're not sure that they can have. Even if, like, say someone says, oh, they can have that. If they may not be educated, so always go on Google or something. Type in, can hamsters eat this? Read a couple articles, and then you will find out. Anyways, let's get to this video. Hi, okay, so the first thing that you can't feed your hamster is dragon fruit. Hamsters can choke on the seeds, and it's just really sweet for hamsters. Therefore, dragon fruit is not suitable for hamsters, and I know a lot of people love to feed their hamster dragon fruit. I don't blame you. That's really cool of you for thinking about your hamster, but your hamster's safety always becomes before your wants, so never, ever, ever feed your hamster dragon fruit because of that. If in the past you did feed your hamster dragon fruit, that is okay. Just don't do it again in the future. We learn from our mistakes, or we learn from videos online, one or the other. So, yeah. Just don't feed dragon fruit. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, there's quite a few things your hamster cannot have. And the next thing, the second thing on my list of top 5 things you should never feed your hamster is blackberries and raspberries. Now, I know they're pretty good, especially like the ones you get from like wild on the bush, just growing wild. I feel like most people haven't ever had that experience, but I have. I've ate wild raspberries many times. Good times, good times. But that's off topic.
You think?
Raspberries and blackberries are no-no because of all their seeds, and they're just not good. Raspberries and blackberries aren't good for your hamster, so they are a no-no. So never feed your hamster raspberries or blackberries. Guess who it is? Yeah, no, it's nothing, no one that interesting. No, it's me.
Yeah, not that interesting, but at the same time, I'm really weird, and I'm noticing that. That is interesting. I don't, is that a good thing? I'm going to take it as a good thing. Take it with a grain of salt if you don't like it.
So, I forgot to mention that I do know that raspberries and blackberries are a different thing. I know that they have a different flavor, they're a different thing, but they're similar. That's why I mentioned them together. I just figured I would say that before I went on to the next fact. Like, me just saying raspberries and blackberries together, then going on to the next fact was, you know.
Irresponsible.
Okay, so, one of the things you should never feed your hamster, no matter what, is anything acidic. Now, we are mainly going to be talking about lemons, though limes, nope. And there's just so many things that are acidic that you can't feed your hamster. Now, you may be wondering, why can't my hamster eat acidic things? I don't see the problem. Well, I get you wondering that. I mean, it makes sense, but there are reasons why hamsters cannot eat acidic things. And those reasons are, number one reason, it can burn your hamster's throat, from what I have heard. Number two reason, it can cause diarrhea. Number three reason, you can't give your hamster lemons because they're way too sweet. So there are reasons to back up that theory, and you just don't want to be giving your hamster any lemon. Now, of course, if you give your hamster a little bit of lemon, they're probably not gonna die from it. But just to be safe, never give your hamster any lemon. They might enjoy it for the first second, but then it's going to backfire on them, and you don't want your hamsters in pain or anything like that. So just don't feed lemons, limes, all that acidic-y stuff. The only thing that I would say is acceptable in small quantities are tomatoes. Tomatoes are fine, just don't feed anything else acidic. Also, they do have to be in small quantities. So, yeah. Now, we all like chocolate. Yeah, you might be thinking that's a little off topic, but who can resist a nice chocolate bar? Well, I surely can't, and I feel bad for hamsters because that's one thing that they cannot eat. Hamsters cannot have chocolate under any circumstances. Chocolate is super dangerous and can even kill your hamster. There is a high risk of it killing your hamster. For one, chocolate is super duper sweet, and it's just not good for a hamster. There's also one other reason that it's not good, and here it is. Now, I do already know this, but I do want to just read this off Google because I'm not very good at explaining things, So, my trusty friend Google is here with me, and I'm going to read this. Chocolate can be extremely harmful to hamsters. They could even die from ingesting it. Chocolate contains a chemical called theobromine. I could have pronounced that wrong. I will put the spelling right here so you can decipher if I pronounced it wrong or not. You may know. I'm no genius, so I don't know. But anyways, it is a alkaloid that comes from the cocoa bean husk, and it can have a toxic effect on the system of such a small creature. And that's extremely dangerous. You don't want your hamster to die over chocolate. It is not worth it. Your hamster might think chocolate looks really good, but in the long run, chocolate is definitely not worth it. Definitely not worth it at all. And if you don't know what a cocoa bean is what they make chocolate out of.
Let me just give you a lesson here in class.
So yeah, never give chocolate. Ever. Never, ever. If you have the past, we can't change the past, but we can change the future. If you gave your hamster chocolate, never do it again. Ever. Not even in small quantities. Don't give your hamster chocolate. It's not worth them dying. For you or for them. So this is the last thing on my top 5 list of things to never feed your hamster. Obviously, there are way more dangerous things. Well, not more dangerous, but there's more things that are dangerous to feed your hamster. So this is definitely not going over everything, and this would be so long, as I said previously, if I went over everything. But really quickly, I'm going to give you a second to guess if you want what the next unsafe hamster food will be. Comment down below if comments are on. I don't know why I can't ever get them to stay on. But comment down below if you have a guess. And I'll give you a hint. You can see it on the screen. So you may have guessed it if you were looking at the screen and if you are familiar with what garlic looks like. And the majority of people here probably are familiar, though that is completely fine if you don't know what garlic looks like, because you know now. Or you should, maybe. I don't know. If it's on screen, and it should be, so yeah. But anyways, garlic is a no-no for hamsters. Hamsters cannot eat garlic at all and can even die from eating garlic. Garlic is, like I said, definitely no. no, no. Never feed garlic to hamsters under any circumstances. Yet again, I'm not very good at explaining things, but I do know that hamsters can't eat garlic. So, got my friend here, Google, my trusty source for information. Except for YouTube, that's another one. But, in books, that's another one. But, so can hamsters eat garlic? This means that, unfortunately, hamsters can't eat garlic at all. There's too much calcium, phosphorus, and acidic content for them to handle, and so will harm them if they eat and make them sick. That was on hamstercare.com. Let's read another one. Garlic. This can cause indigestion, and blood disorders in moderate amounts. Kidney beans uncooked. These are toxic too. So, from 2 articles, it says don't feed your hamsters garlic. So, don't feed your hamsters garlic. That's it for this video anyways though, so yeah. Okay, so really quickly, quick note, if you have ever fed any of this in the past, just don't feed it again because anything like garlic or chocolate or anything, just don't feed that again. We can't do anything but the past, but we can do stuff about the future. So just don't feed garlic. Also, there are other toxic things to hamsters, so do your research before feeding your hamster. Anything you don't know is safe. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Bye!